Yeah, how y'all doing out there? America, the world. Oh my, excuse me, man. America, the world. We here with another episode of the Put to Bed podcast. You hear me?
Hey, we back again with another one. What we on episode what?
It's like
11?
11. It's like 11.
11. We're gonna do 11
11.
right now. Yo, we climbing. We climbing up there, y'all. We just need y'all to go out there. Still a share, watch, whatever you do. Tweet.
Man,
Just
subscribe,
share.
yeah, share, man. We finna be
Yeah,
coming with a lot more content though outside of the podcast too. Just
absolutely.
giving y'all some
We
reels
get
and
yeah.
giving y'all some more. You mean as far as just putting it out there, man. It's time to put it out there. We
Uh-huh.
both getting double digits now.
Yeah, it is. It is. We in double digits, like you said, bro. We got to ride on that, and we gonna be having more for y'all. Shorts. We putting it out there. We working on it.
We working,
We
y'all. We
actually
working.
work too. So we gotta fit it in, but also we
Oh,
gonna put
for
it
real.
out there for y'all for sure.
Yeah, we working though. Man, I've been working. Speaking of working, I just
Yeah.
finished recording this album, Blood.
Yeah.
Finna drop this album called Love and War. It's crazy. I'm very proud of this project. As far as the last project I released in the
Yeah.
last in the last years, it's like this it. I ain't gonna go too deep into
Really.
it. Right, this it. Yeah, this it.
I'm excited for you, bro, for real,
Yeah,
because I know you've been grinding on this rap thing for, I ain't even gonna say rap thing, rap world, rap, that's you.
yeah.
Um, like a part of your world. So like you've been doing this for over 10 years. So
Fact.
like yeah, that means a lot for me to even hear you say I'm proud and also say this is it. And then the title alone
Oh
had me a
yeah.
little had me a little choke. Like, oh shit, what's this gonna be? Yeah, what's this gonna be? Like,
It's damn
yeah.
near like ghetto gospel. Like I ain't cussing out once
Mm-hmm.
on the album. Like I ain't cussing at all on the album. It ain't like no, it ain't gospel songs, but it's like it's ghetto gospel. I don't
Yeah,
know no
yeah.
other way to describe it. It's my own version of like of that.
Okay. I like that. I like that. So ghetto gospel. So when you drop it, you gonna drop it in my mailbox too, or what we doing?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know I'm gonna send. Yeah, you know I'm gonna send you. I'm
Okay,
gonna drop
okay.
you the
That's all
link.
I want
You
to
know
know.
that.
That's all I want to know.
It's gonna be on like everything. Apple Music, Spotify. You know it's gonna be on everywhere.
Yeah,
YouTube.
that's
Yeah,
that's what I was leading to. Like, hey,
yeah,
what can we find this at? What can
yeah. It's
we can
gonna
do
be
this at?
everywhere. You know I'm gonna drop it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna drop it send it directly to you though, for real.
ASAP, ASAP. Because I'm gonna be in the car. Like, I'm one
Oh
of
yeah,
those. I'm one of
yeah.
those.
Our
The
cousin,
ones that be in the car.
Deshaun Carter. He produced the whole project.
Yeah, I have daytime car parties every damn ride, and I mean it. I don't care who beside me, but in front of me, nowhere. I be in there like
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm in the studio. The car is the studio. I'm
it
in
be
the
a
lab.
concert and everything. It be a concert. Be like, no, no, it's like everything. So even when I got people in the car, I don't care. I do a concert.
Nah, for real. Me too.
Yeah, yeah. So it get real, real. I'm gonna record it one day, probably, and put it on TikTok. But I don't know. It get real serious in that car. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got again tonight four put to bed topics.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with number one, and that's what it is. So it's why don't we feel like why don't we protect black women? Um, is that what the question is, bro? Why don't we protect
Yeah.
our no?
Why don't we
Why don't we
protect?
protect our women as
Yeah.
men? Yeah. So why don't we protect our women as men? In general, not just black. We're talking about women in general, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. Let's get it. You want me to go first?
I mean,
Or
you can if you want to. You can if you want to.
okay, so if it's your time, I'll go first. I believe that women are viewed, looked at, um, treated like less upon than men. So that's the main reason why, even though you can climb heights, you can do a lot of things, but you're still a woman. And the word woman means you're lesser than me in society. That's what that means. And that's how it's treated. Um, even with I'm not trying to bring up the presidency or all that type of stuff, but like because I don't really follow that like that. I mean, I listen to other people like okay, I know you, but I don't really get into it like that. But just a woman mixed race woman running just getting to that high standard and then not making it because society is not ready to see that. So women are just lesser that we're treated like lesser than and we're looked at sometimes as sex objects as well. So if you're looked at as a sex object, then you're not going to be protected because your main reason you're here is for me to have pleasure with, not for me to be, protecting you. That's your role. Also, in the role of Black women, we are looked at as strong all the time. You strong, you can handle it. So you don't need most men feel like that we don't need that protection because we already have our shield, which is not true. Yes, we're strong. Yes, we've handled a lot, but that's why you need that shoulder, because you need that person to, like, talk to about it, support, whatever, because it get hard out here. Being a woman, period. And then also being a Black woman, it gets hard. And I mean hard. So just having that support system and somebody to lean on is important. So that's just my take on it. Like, just looking at it in general. I wanted to do this as a whole episode because it's so big, but just looking like missing women. Missing women can be, especially women of color missing, can be missing for the 24 to 48 hours, right? People, their family go report them. The police don't often do the same thing that they do for other women who look different than women of color. They don't go out there and run for them and look and do search parties most of the time. They may do it, and depending on where they are, but in most times we don't see that. We don't see Amber alerts. We don't see certain things for people like indigenous women. We don't see Amber alerts for that. We see Amber alerts for people who look, like the regular society look. So those type of things, women are just treated a lot different because we're not supposed to have rights. We're here, but that's what your role is. Completely disagree, but that's what we're looked at as society. I'm talking about as a whole, not me. Because if I say my personal thoughts, it would be a whole nother subject. But I feel like, that's what it is. That's why. That's one of the main reasons why women are not protected by men, by government, by everything, because we're less than. We're viewed as less than. So yeah, like if we're having dinner, the men gonna eat first, type of thing.
No, you right, definitely right.
Yeah, so that's just my take on it. Like, it's just, unfortunate, but you just gotta keep climbing them stairs, climbing them ladders, breaking that glass shield, and keeping it moving.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. It's definitely crazy. Like, and let me think. The thing that made me kind of bring up this topic and think about this
Yeah.
topic was just like looking at like I got it on my phone, and
Mm.
it was like you said, it was like typical,
Yeah.
child missing, this child missing, that child missing.
Hmm.
It was supposedly a lady that took the kids type situation.
Okay.
But then I was like, damn, like that just sparked something in my head when I got the Amber Alert. I'm like, dang, because women go missing every day, like,
Every
and sex
bit.
trafficking is at an all time high out here, like, especially
Hmm.
like out here where I'm at, like, period.
Hmm.
And a lot of places out here, sex trafficking and all that type of stuff is like at an all time
Where I'm
high.
at.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, you at too, like, so I'm like in my head, I'm like, dang, like, I should be getting an Amber Alert every 5 minutes. Why I only get an Amber
Exactly.
Alert when it's this, like you said, when it's this white kid, or when it's this, or when it's just a toddler, when it's like we should be getting that, like we should be getting alarmed for that all the time,
Hmm.
because women go missing every day. Like they
Yep.
get kidnapped, they get put into sex trafficking, and I feel like it just drove me down a little deeper into thought of it, like, because as men, our job is to protect the women. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know when we lost sight of that, or when we forgot that, or when y'all became like less than for men to stand up and defend our women, especially women
Yeah.
of color. Like, you got the, I mean, not, of all women, period. I don't take
Yeah.
away from
Yeah.
nothing. All women, period. But at the same time, like, let's be serious. White women
Hmm.
are protected. They protected way
Absolutely.
more. Like, if she called
Absolutely.
the police and say you did this, they coming to see about you. They
They
coming to
come on.
lock you up. They've been locking us up for years around them, saying that we raped them, or saying that we touched them, saying
Hmm.
that we whistled at them back in the days. Like, so they've been protected. I'm not taking away from no women, but let's be real. White women have
Just
been protected in this
yeah.
in this world, in this country. So I'm not really basing this on them. I'm basing this more so on women of color, because,
Hmm.
like, we the ones that's getting traumatized. We the ones that our women
Yeah.
are getting raped. Our women are getting killed. Our women are getting kidnapped and thrown into sex trafficking. Our women are getting objectified. Our women are
Hmm.
getting looked at like nothing but sex objects, and objects to be viewed and looked at on
Hmm.
Instagram. And if you ain't got a booty, if you ain't got this, if you ain't got that, if you ain't this, you're less of a value. And even
Right.
even if look even down to like looks. Like, I don't care how this woman looks. This is a queen. Like her value don't lie in her looks. Her value don't lie between her legs. Her value lies in the fact that this is a woman. Like period. And I
Mhm.
think like a lot of the stuff that we have as men, like the dick swinger contest, and a lot of the stuff that we say, like for instance, like I was talking to my homie about this, and because he asked me like, what you finna talk about on the podcast next? And I brought this up, boom. And then so
Yeah.
I was telling, and then me and him get into a conversation about it, and it was like, I'm like, think about it, like man, because he said he brought it up, but then I elaborated on it. So he was like, gangs was created for us to protect our own people, protect our own
Mhm.
communities. I don't care if it was Latin Kings, if it was Black Stone, if it was MS-13s, if it was
Mhm.
GD, if it was Vice Lords, if it was, I don't care what it was, Crips, Bloods.
Yeah.
These things were created. These gangs were created to keep the police out of our neighborhoods from doing us wrong. Keep white folks out of our neighborhoods from doing us wrong. These things were created to protect our community. And
Mhm.
now, like niggas be claiming they gangsters, claiming they gang members, claiming they tough, claiming they hitters or they
Mhm.
sliders or they shooters or they claiming they really about that. But then you can't protect your sister. You don't protect your
Right.
mama. You don't protect your cousins. You can't protect the women in your neighborhood. But you a killer. Like but you a killer nigga for some shoes or for
Mhm.
some car. You will rob somebody, but you won't take a life for standing up for some women. If you see a woman get beat up like all day in public, like on
That's the
social media
thing.
these days, you see people with their cameras out when somebody getting abused, when a woman getting touched, when a woman getting hurt, women getting anything. Like niggas will pull out their camera and record it for content, but won't stand up and protect the woman. I'm not saying put your life at stake and just die behind it because you never know who's right or wrong in the
Right.
situation. But to intervene and be like, hold on, bro, like this is getting out of hand a little bit. You ain't got to get physical. You ain't got to do this. We
Exactly.
still got to protect our women. Like, I don't feel niggas can't call themselves men. You can't call yourself a gangster. You can't call yourself a threat. You can't
Mhm.
call yourself one of them ones, a member. None of that, bro. If you ain't protecting your
No.
women, like, you a coward at the end of the day. You will kill somebody for a pair of shoes, but you won't kill nobody for no morals or for talking crazy to your mama or your sister or your
Right.
niece or your nephew or your daughter. Like as we got enough. We got enough resources. We got enough of us out here. We all band together in all these gangs and all these niggas and all these hitters and all these whatever, all the money, like the rappers, the society period, man, we need to come together and protect our women because our women is us. If
Mhm.
we ain't protecting them, then we all lose sight because we don't create life.
Absolutely.
We don't make life. Women make life. So if they taking us and objectifying us and killing us and taking our women, like that's the base of our creation and our existence. And that we wiping ourselves out. Like I feel like it's
Absolutely.
cowardice for the world that we in right now when niggas don't stand up and protect the women with all of these people saying that they street, saying that they hitters, saying that they G, saying that whatever you is, saying that you hard and
Mhm.
you tough. Like that's cowardness and it's just out of hand to me. Like I think we really need
Yeah.
to stand up and really do something to protect our women more in this
Mhm.
society and in this world because we didn't lost sight of that.
Yeah, we have. Just two things just to close this out. Like we have really lost all of that because the increase in domestic violence has shows that. Like I
Yeah.
know if my bro lived here and somebody was to put their hands on me, which put their hands on me, I know I can get a call and you know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Some families do intervene, but then they end up getting hurt sometimes, or families don't intervene because they don't want to get involved. So those type of things is increasing because we don't protect women most of the time. Not because of the men too, but because nobody steps in. Sometimes you gotta like, okay, I see your black eye. You gotta speak up.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
then like I remember this story of this girl saying no to this boy, young man, and he stabbed her to death. And she was a twin. Just saying like that. And it was outside of a bodega in New York. I believe it was New York. And it was a million people around. You know how many videos it was of that?
I mean,
But
all them
nobody
recording
stepped
it.
in.
Nobody step in and help. They all
No,
just recording it.
no, it wasn't
That's
nobody
crazy.
stepping in. Yeah, and it was a whole bunch of men, whole bunch of niggas out there. Nobody stepped in. Her sister was out there, and I'm like,
That's crazy. Them same niggas that
so
call
those type
themselves
of
real
things.
men. They call themselves
Hmm.
real niggas, but y'all pull
Yeah,
out your phones like girls and watch a woman
right.
get killed or watch a woman get beat up on or something like that. Like y'all is that's y'all weak, bro. Y'all
That's
women,
weak.
y'all girls. Like y'all pull out your
Hmm.
phones. That's girl activity, bro. That's coward activity. Niggas is
Yeah,
niggas. I really get upset. I really ain't trying to get out
I
of
know.
character on it because I,
I
I
know.
really get upset, bro. Like that's niggas be pussy. Niggas be cowards. Like that's crazy.
Hmm.
Even outside of just women, like that pulling out your phone and recording something with something like that is happening these days. That is so annoying to me, bro.
It's
Like
so
that's so that's
annoying.
so that's so lame and so weird to me. Like we want to
It,
we want to get likes and views
yeah,
off of somebody else's misery, off somebody else's pain, off somebody
yeah.
else's hurt, off somebody else's death. Like that's wow.
It is wild and it's dehumanizing. Like
It's
to me,
dehumanizing. That's
it
why we
is
don't
to
care
me.
about none these days. It's
Right.
dehumanizing.
Like you just out here, you don't care about life. You have no value of life. Somebody
No
getting
value of
into a
life.
car accident, million videos. People hurt out there dying on the street, million videos, but nobody. It's just ridiculous. I think
Yeah,
social
it's
media is a whole
ridiculous.
nother game. We got, but like, yes,
Yeah, it is.
it's
It is. It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous though. Like it's like you said, we don't value life, and the fact that people have gotten towards that, where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're more so prone to pull out our phones and show this, and we see
Mm-hmm.
death every day on our phones. We have
We do.
become desensitized to it. So now,
Yes, we
now
have.
we desensitized to it. So now when we see it, it's like, oh, that's just for likes and views. But when we see it, it don't mean nothing as much. Like it used to be able to, back in the days when social media and all the cameras and all that stuff, when stuff wasn't so widespread. Like seeing somebody get killed in
Yeah.
front of you was traumatizing.
Yeah, it
Now I
was.
can
And
get on
then,
TikTok and see it all day. I can get on Instagram. I
mm-hmm.
can see it. Like it's, but that's it's crazy. Like, but to not to get too far off subject because that's a whole other topic. But like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
all plays in the roles of why we don't protect our women. Like, we got to stand up
Yeah,
and
it do.
protect our communities, man, because our women are the basis of our communities. They're the ones that's
Yeah.
watching our children and nurturing our children. Our children are our future. It's all a snowball effect, man. Let's protect
Yeah,
our
it
women.
is. It is. It's a big snowball effect, like you said, bro. Because you know, I work with kids, so every day, so I see that effect every day. Like, dude, I can see by the parenting style,
Ah,
by the way the kid acting or not
for real.
acting. But yeah, let's move it on. Moving on. Let's
Yeah, put
go
to bed. Let's put to
to
bed.
our next one. I guess put to bed, put night night to me for me. Let's see. Okay, let's get to number two. What you wanna bring that out? Bring that topic out.
Yeah, number two was one of your topics.
Yeah.
So disguised racism. Like you
Hmm.
sent me a post that showed me exactly what you meant by it, so I ain't gotta ask exactly what you meant by
Right.
it. But since you
I
got into the
can
first one, I
totally
guess I'll
see.
get into this one first.
Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
like disguised racism, to me, I mean it happens all the time. It happens all the
It
time.
does.
One thing I can say about living down south versus being raised up north and being like us being both raised in the south and raised up
Hmm.
north and me both living in the south and living up north. One thing
Hmm.
I can say is that up north, people have that disguised racism down to a T. They will show it. It's there. One thing I can say
One
about
way.
out here is that, like, one thing I respect about Southern white folks is that if they don't like you, you gonna know they don't like you.
You don't
The
know.
line is crossed. The line is drawn in the sand. It is
Yeah.
what it is. You over there, I'm over here. It is what it is. Go about your business. I go about my business, and I
Hmm.
respect that. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta. You probably fear me.
Yeah.
You probably detest me. You probably envy me for a number of reasons why you don't like me. I mean,
Exactly.
especially if you don't know me. Like, it's a lot of reasons why you don't like me. Just because of
Yeah.
your history, what your people have been taught you, a mental state, whatever it is. But
Right.
as long as it's understood and I know, okay, you don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you.
I don't,
Cool.
mm,
But yeah, cool. Go about your business. But to play in my face and make racist jokes
yeah.
or make comments and do little stuff and be like, oh
Hmm.
man, if I tell you we had a party because my little sister or my some birthday or y'all and you ask me was it chicken and watermelon up there, like
Yeah.
that's the type of stuff that's like I'll slap you, dog. Like
Hmm.
quit playing with me, don't play in my face. Like if you don't
Right.
like me and I don't like you, okay, I get it, I
That's
respect that,
cool.
like I said, but the disguised racism, like that's cowardice to me, like.
It is.
For one, it's 2020, it's 2025. There's so many interracial relationships. There's so many people that's a lot of us ain't even pure blood of
Mm-mm.
nothing no more. Like a lot of facts have came out about a lot of stuff about where we all
Yes.
came from, the Aboriginals and the indigenous people. Like to be still
Everything.
a stone cold racist in 2025, like what's wrong with you?
What's wrong? What's wrong
What's
with
wrong with
you?
you? You
What's
ain't
wrong with
evolved.
you?
Like what's wrong with you? Like
Hmm.
where you still got that much hate in your heart. Like
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like we didn't have black presidents. We didn't have white presidents. We didn't have, like you said, we didn't have a mixed race woman running for like. What's wrong with you? And at this day and age, where
Hmm.
you still where you still look at the black and the white, like that's
Exactly.
it's minuscule. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's of a lower intelligence. It's of a very low intelligence to
Yeah, it
still
is.
think on such a primal primitive level of
Hmm.
being racist, and especially to
Hmm.
the point where you want to throw snide remarks, and you want to throw comments, and you want to throw shade, and you want
Exactly.
to have disguise and be in disguise how your true identity. If you really feel like that, be that. Be authentic,
Be
stand
that.
up for it, and be able to take the consequences that come with it. Call me a nigger to my face so I can deal
Hmm.
with you accordingly. And let's go and get that out the way and get it
Yeah.
established so I can go and make a mockery out of you
Right.
and make sure that you don't dare say that word to nobody else to their face again. But I respect that angle versus somebody like playing like we cool and then you talk about my back. Like
Exactly.
I don't respect disguised racism. Like you gonna be whatever you gonna be, and that's towards anything. If I don't like it, I
Hmm.
don't like it. I say it boldly. I'm proud of who I am and my beliefs and my thoughts and my opinions. Wear it on your sleeve. If not, then don't say it at all. Don't be the one saying it to at your people in your house at your kitchen table, but then you come out in the public and you smiling at other people's faces like that's
Right.
phony. You
It's
mean?
phony.
But yeah, it's
It's
put to bed.
phony.
That's really my take on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna start right what you said. You can't if you act like that at home, then act like that. Don't come to work and acting like I'm something different because it shows in other ways.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? How you talk, your tone, it shows. So if you don't know, you know now. It does show. So if
yeah,
it's in you, it's in you. The passive aggressiveness and in the ignorance because it's 2025
it's
and we shouldn't
ignorant.
even be having this kind of conversation still. It's real ignorant for us
You
to
hit it
even
right
be
in the
having this
head.
conversation right now still. Not for
Ignorant.
us, but for people to really be feeling that kind of hate because we have people of all shades in this world now. So if you have that kind of hate, that's something within you for real. And I feel like what bro was talking about is a video I sent, and it was a girl. She went and got to the doctor's office, and she got blood work done, and the blood work was labeled. Her name, I want to say, well, she had it out there. It was it started with a K, and then her last name was King.
Okay.
Um, she put it out there or whatever, and then they put King Kong on there. And she's a black woman, so everybody who black or people of color who recognize or identify as black, no. Anytime you identify with a monkey, a gorilla, an ape, or anything with a black person is offensive as fuck.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
to do that, and then the way her name was, it was not an error you can make by mistake. I worked in healthcare for over 9 years. No, you first off, we checking about 3, 4 times. Can you look at this? Check. Can you do this? Check. You doing about 3, 4 times. So if you didn't catch that, because her excuse was I type fast and I it autocorrect. She had a lot of excuses, but
Yeah.
the real reason was you got caught out, and now you got to face your racism that you have within yourself. It's no longer disguised, baby. It's right here.
Yeah.
It's no longer disguised. So at this point, be who you are. And she said a couple words that would have had me snap off, but the lady remained professional. She was really intelligent with it. But when she said, "Well, if you got," what she say? Well, if you feel like that or something like that, like it was something in that sense. Like if you feel some type of way, everybody know when you say if you feel some type of way, that what kind of energy that carry.
Yeah. That's
So
basically if you feel like it, do something type energy.
basically, so if you made the mistake, why am I doing that? Like for real. Why you should be the one apologizing. So it was a messed up video. So if you ain't seen it, it was on Instagram. She was at the doctor's office. So now check all y'all blood work, check all your documents and make sure your name on there and not a racist disguised name because it does happen. And she
Yeah.
was she was like a Mexican descent or something like that, the woman who did it. But that doesn't mean anything. If you have it within you, you have it within you, period.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
that was my main thing. I feel like if you in that situation, speak up, point it out, be upfront, and don't be scared to speak up because that's one of the reasons why. I mean, people ain't gonna like you sometime, but it is what it is. Speak up because you sitting in that little bubble and you just sitting there in those meetings and in the grocery store or anywhere that you see this, you're gonna blow one day. So call it out when you see it. Period.
No facts.
Let people know. And
True.
depending on your response is how I'm gonna react.
I'm gonna handle
Now,
you. Yeah. I'm gonna handle you
yeah,
accordingly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, mainly, I'm a make try to be professional because I want to get the upper hand. Because if you did something illegal, I can get the upper hand, which is that cash.
Mm-hmm.
Which she might get because that is a malpractice. So yeah, that is put to bed for me. I hope she
Yeah.
get her cash. It was a crazy video to even see, and now I'm gonna double check my documents and more, even though I do, but it's just the little tedious things because people will play it in your face
Yeah.
and be one way out here and one way in there. And if you that way, be that way. Don't disguise
Yeah.
it.
Be that way.
Be
Don't. Yeah.
upfront. Be upfront.
Yeah.
Like you said, in the north, it's really disguised. It's so disguised. It's ridiculous. Like the smile, all everything. At least, like you said, South, you know what you're getting. So I know I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. We don't vibe. Here, you gotta either fake it or you gotta confront,
Yeah. For real. And
and
then
that's
like
just
you
point
said though
blank.
too, like you said, like it ain't hard to tell. Like I work in customer service. I've been in
Yeah,
other
yeah.
customer service positions, and I can tell like when I'm talking to you and I'm giving you my customer service voice and I'm polite and I'm
Mhm.
professional and I can see a look in a
Mhm.
person. I can tell when you looking at me or you judging me because of my
Yep.
color, because of
Me
my
too.
how I look, my appearance. Like I can tell immediately when I talk to a person, whether you pulling
Mm-hmm.
up on me, whether you coming through, whether you coming to the counter, where like I can
Mm-hmm.
immediately tell if a person is comfortable or if they're uncomfortable while they're talking to me. It's body language. I've been in the streets.
Absolutely.
I've studied psychology. I can pick up on body language quick.
Me
I can
too.
tell when you're uncomfortable when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking to me, and I'm giving you no reason to be uncomfortable. First of all, I'm in my job.
Right.
I'm in the most peaceful
MySpace.
position you probably ever catch
Right.
me in. I'm on where I get my bag. I'm chilling. I'm in my job. I'm
Exactly.
professional. This ain't even my whole voice I'm putting on right now. This the peacefulest me you gonna get. You have no reason to feel threatened.
No.
For me to sense that in your eyes or sense that in your smile or in your and you a little bit standoffish a little bit like
Yeah.
that. Immediately it's like, oh, this is because I'm black. And
Mm-hmm.
it don't even bother me. It's because like, damn, this nigga scared. This motherfucker think I'm here to serve you, yo, whatever, and move the hell around. Like
And that's it.
I ain't thinking about you or I'm not thinking about none of that. Like, but to me, I ain't gonna lie. Like racism, it shows me my power because
Yeah, it does.
for you to hate me means you have to fear me
Yep.
because otherwise you have no reason to hate me
And that
or
means
you
a
have to
lot.
envy me. It's either fear or envy. Like it's something
Yep.
like it's not nothing. You're not scared of me because you feel like you're better than me.
Mm-mm. It's a
So
fear.
for
It's
me,
a
it's like
threat.
it don't even get to me like it used to. Like I laugh at a person who judged me off my color because
Yeah.
like you said it's ignorance. I
It's
laugh at a person
ignorant.
who thinks that I'm less intelligent than them because of my color or because I got
Yep.
locks or because I got tattoos. Like
Yep.
9 times out of 10, I'm smarter than you. 9 times out of 10, I'm more educated than you. 9 times out of 10,
Hello.
I'm more world renowned than you as far
And
as
you.
in culture like so. You just showing your ignorance. You just
Your
showing
true
your lack of
colors.
intelligence when you dealing at such a low vibration.
Mm-hmm. It's true colors. The true colors come out. Like when they say that song, True Colors.
Mm-hmm.
It come out when you the body language. That's number one. I'm a
Yeah,
body
fact.
language reader. I tell our mother that all the time. Ma, you know I'm a body language reader. Oh, I know. No, she ain't vibing. You could off top just because, like you said, study psychology, study social work. So off top, I can tell. So when you coming to me fake, playing in my face, I'm giving you that same energy. I don't do all that fake stuff no more. We
No
gonna give the
facts.
same energy. Are we both disguising? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it until one of us slip up.
Nah, for real.
But yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's leaks to me because
Yeah, it's put to
it's
bed for me.
you know, it does still irritate the hell out of me. Because I deal with it like you said in a different way. Here is different. I've been here a
Yeah.
long time, so here is different. It's disguised all the time, so you gotta it bottles up. It lets you confront. So I'm in
Oh
the
yeah, I
era
know.
of confronting.
I know it.
So
You want to
okay, let's
introduce the
get
next topic?
yeah, yeah. And the number our next topic is what number three? Yeah, uh, generational wealth and financial literacy. What did you mean by that?
So, what I meant by that was basically like, how do we establish generational wealth as a people? Like, when do we get away from the when do we get away from the corporation and the slave mentality of contributing to the corporation, contributing to Nike, contributing to Balenciaga. Like we've talked about
Mhm.
this vaguely
Yeah.
before. Like when do we get away from spending our money on frivolous things and really
Hmm.
start to like stack money and build our own communities and build our own stuff and build our own buying houses and have equity and have loans and have stocks and have savings and have bonds and have trust and have real funds.
Right.
When do we really start doing that as a people and not even just as a people but just in general period, like us as a whole? Like I feel like financial literacy is something that a lot of people do not have. Like
Hmm.
and I was talking to my homie about that. I want to bring him on as a guest on our podcast real
Okay.
soon too because he very enlightened. Me and him have a lot of these conversations. Like a lot of the topics that I talk about on here, I talked
Yeah.
to him prior with bro just to get that juice flowing, just so I already know how I'm approaching when I get up on here. Like
Yeah.
intelligent. But at the same time, like it was like generational. It was like the financial literacy of it. And I was telling him like as far as I spoke on here before, like how schools was created. Schools was created like based on like the so many consistencies with prison and how they was
Hmm.
created to keep us as workers and how it started off as just teaching people how to be factory workers without hurting themselves and getting themselves killed. And school don't teach us like why are we learning about Christopher
Right.
Columbus, but we're not learning about stocks and bonds? Why are we learning about quantum physics and all of this stuff like that? I mean, it's cool. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but
Yeah.
why are we learning about all of this stuff that's not going to help me at all once I get out, once I leave this classroom and get into the real
Mm-hmm.
world? Well, why am I not learning about how to start an LLC, how to start a trust
Mm-hmm.
fund, how to start a bank account, like how to write a check? Like
Mm-hmm.
we don't even learn these. Like we don't even learn how to write a check in school. Like the
Yeah.
financial literacy is something that we need to start teaching our kids and teaching our people because they're not going to teach it to us. They
Yeah.
teaching it to their
Yeah.
own, but they're not going to teach it to us. Like we have to step outside of the guidelines of spending money frivolously. Like it's two ways that you can spend money. You can spend money that once it's spent, it's gone.
Yeah.
Meaning, once you buy something, it depreciates in value. I don't care if it's you can drive off the lot in the newest, fattest Cybertruck. The moment you buy
Mm.
it and you drive off that lot, it depreciates
Value.
in value
Yep.
by a lot. Like
By a
it's no
lot.
longer worth the same thing. The moment you slap rims on it,
Yep.
you to drop the value even more.
Even
The moment
more.
you get a paint job
Mm-hmm.
on it, you to drop the value even more. In the hood, we
Mm-hmm.
look at it as stunting, like, oh, we done raised the value, we done made it look good. But
Yeah.
overall, like you're dropping the value in this. Like, well, first
Right.
of all, you're spending so much money on something that doesn't appreciate in value. Like the things that appreciate in value are like, buying and going into stocks or like or going into like 401ks or when you
Yeah.
start going into stuff like that or when
Future.
you start going into buying houses and flipping
Mm-hmm.
houses. Like you can buy a house and invest money into that and build a patio on it and then remodel the bathroom and these things appreciate in value. Like
Yeah.
you're making this worth more and more and more so that you can sell it for a higher amount than what you initially paid for it. And then you
Right.
could take that and flip that again and buy another house and do that again times 10, buy an apartment building, rent that out to people.
Mm.
And now you got your own family members and stuff and they're
Mm.
standing there paying rent for you. And you ain't got to worry, got to worry about a place to live. Matter of fact, you
Mm-hmm.
can get your own apartment inside that apartment complex and you ain't even got to worry about rent because everybody paying
Right.
you rent. You living there for free.
Exactly.
Like it's a lot of stuff that we can be utilizing and a lot of tools that we can be utilizing to help us get generational wealth and really learn financial literacy. Like I ain't want to go too crazy on it, but I did want to just brush up on it to let people know
Yeah.
like these are things that we need to be teaching our people. These are things that we
Teach
need to be
you.
teaching our children, and like even like a lot of us like kids get so or the youth get so put off when they feel like, damn, I got to tell my mom or I got to tell my dad that I'm pregnant. And it's not the fact
Mm.
that you're bringing life into this world that makes us disappointed or nothing like
Yeah.
that, because it's life. I mean, of
It's
course,
like,
I want to have grandkids, I want to have nieces and nephews, I want to have, of course, it's that. But it's about the fact that we didn't been through it ourselves and we didn't
yeah.
have to overcome these financial struggles going through that
Mm-hmm.
without having our bread together. And that's the thing that disappoints us because it's like, damn,
So we
now
know.
I know my kid is going to struggle more
Yeah.
than they would if they would have waited till they got a crib, waited till they got a good career, waited
Mm.
till they got themselves established before bringing like all of that plays a role into financial literacy.
It does. I listen. I 1,000% agree with everything you said. I really ain't got too much to add because you really kind of like touched everything I was gonna touch on. I was like, damn. But
My bad.
but like we gotta teach it first. That's number one. That we gotta teach it, we gotta guide, we gotta take people under our wing, we gotta start mentoring more. We gotta start taking kids who are willing to go up under your wing and mentor more and show them the way. Because honestly, when I was straight out of high school, I didn't have like I didn't know how to do a bank account, all that type of stuff, and balance a checkbook because the checkbooks was real when I was in like around high school. Like you had to balance it, or you would go negative, and then you owe some money. Like certain
Mm-hmm.
things like that. No, that's something you learn on your own. So those type of classes, yes, we do need them independent skill classes in school because that's the things you're going to use after school. Absolutely.
Fact.
Now, I will pat myself on the back, on the shoulders, whatever, because I am that social worker who does do that. I educate. They come if they are brought to my office, come to my office, referred to my office. Off top, I'm saying, what you want? What you want to do after this? What grade? First, I'm looking at that grade. What you gonna do after this? If you're in ninth grade, are you starting here? We gotta do better because you ain't, you don't want to be in the ninth grade 4 years from now because you can't.
Fact.
And then like the kids who are coming in like today. Well, I had a young lady recently who came to my office. And she is on her grind, but she also once you turn 18, people think, okay, you grown and you out here on your own. It's not fair because you don't know enough to be
You
out
don't
here on
know
your
enough.
own. So being that she got on it, she made a list of everything she needed to do. I need to get a job, I need to do a resume, I need to open an account. She came to my office, she was like, I don't know what to do. I got all these things to do. And I said, look, we're gonna do one thing a week. We got some time. So today we open a checking account. Now, all this is open while I'm at my school because I work at high school as well, and my school online with the student because that's how you show them. You model it. Show them
Yeah,
the way. You don't just say, okay, go down into that store and blah 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 blah. No, show them because honestly, you don't know if you let you see it or you somebody show you or guide you for real.
facts.
And that's what I think more like generational wealth. Unfortunately, it's something I mean, fortunately, we need to think about more. Unfortunately, we're not because our people of color, other people got it together in a sense, gas stations and restaurants and things like that. But us, we got to come together more so we can do that because, like you said, that apartment building with all the family members in there paying rent. We both know you got family members in there. It's gonna be like two of them ain't gonna feel like they ain't gotta pay you shit.
Oh
And there's
yeah,
gonna be two of them you gotta argue with. So it's like if we want it, we gotta grow together and combat this stuff together, not keep fighting each other for real.
no
That's what
facts.
it is. And then yeah, that's all I had to add for real. That's it. Because I don't think young people think about these type of things. So if you're not thinking about it and you're not thinking about it, you don't know about it, you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, facts. And that's
You
what we
know what I'm
need to
saying?
instill in them too. Like that's what you said. It's something that they don't think about. It's our job to like push
Mm-hmm.
it and push it and push it and push it and concrete into their head. Like a lot
Yeah.
of young people, like I work with a lot of young people. And I be around a lot of young people. Period. A lot of young people
Mm-hmm.
think, oh, I can party when I'm young, and I can worry about being serious and worry about getting money, worry about doing all this when I get older. That
Mm-mm.
is that is the opposite of what we should be doing, people.
For real.
We should be buckling down and getting our shit together when we young.
Mm-hmm.
Like the goal is to work less when you old.
Yeah.
When you don't have the mobility in your 40s and 50s and 60s to be working and punching nobody clock and going to work
Exactly.
and doing a 9 to 5 and moving stuff around. Like you should be wanting to be set by
Mm-hmm.
then. Like that's the
Right.
goal is to be set by 40s and
It
50s,
is.
60s is to be able to retire, chill, watch the grandkids grow up,
And
and
keep
take vacations out
moving.
of country and go out of country and go see the world and
Yeah.
go travel. If you're not setting yourself up for that as a kid, if you're not taking your life seriously as a teenager, and them early adulthood is in your early 20s and stuff like that, you thinking, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I can go out to a club, I can party, I can have kids, I can do this, I can do that, I can do drugs, I can fuck off because I got
Yeah.
time. No, that's the
No.
opposite. Buckle
Opposite.
down and work as hard as you can while you're willing and able, while you're able bodied and got
Mm-hmm.
the youth and got the vitality. Work as hard as you can in your 20s and shit, in your 30s, so you can set
Yeah.
yourself up so you straight in your 40s and 50s and you ain't got to
Right.
worry about nothing. Don't nobody want to be 50 and 60 still working for nobody else,
I'm
punching no clock.
saying.
That's crazy.
I'm saying. And
But that's what you're gonna be
like
if you don't set yourself up for that. For that,
for
like that's
real.
where financial literacy and generational wealth come into play. Like, man, work hard while you're young so you can
Yeah.
chill when you get older. The goal is to get old and get
It,
bread.
it yeah, get old and chill. Because like you
Yeah,
said, nobody wanna be working that. And how many of us know people who are what, 60 plus, 70 plus, still working?
yeah.
You know
Look
what I'm
at your
saying?
parents.
So
Like, look at the
yeah.
average people. If you think we gassing you up, and you think we playing, you think it's not as deep. Look at your parents. Do your parents still got
Mm-hmm.
a job? Do your parents got to still answer to a boss? Do your parents got to still go
Grandparents.
punch in a clock? Do your parents still got to do this to pay rent and pay mortgage or paying
Mm-hmm.
car notes? Like, no, that's not something you should be doing in your 40s and in your 30s. Like, it's something that's not what you're supposed to be. 30s is cool, yeah,
30s
but in your
school.
40s, past your 40s and 50s. No, you're not. That's not how you're supposed to be moving. You're supposed to be set. You're supposed to be setting yourself
Yeah.
up to be straight.
Yeah. Set for
And we gotta
success
teach
for
that.
success. Set for success, not for failure. And when
Yeah,
you know more, you grow more, your mind grow more for real. Like
facts.
you gotta get out there and get that knowledge. If you don't know it, Google it. And then if you don't know about that, because if you're visual learning, then get out there and find somebody who can show you visually.
Facts.
But I feel like I challenge every person who is of age, like us, to take a young person under their wing if they're willing to, just to show them at least one task because you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot
Yeah,
of tasks. Washing clothes, balancing your bank account, grocery list. You're gonna have a lot of tasks and you're gonna need some support for real.
facts. Facts.
Shopping for an apartment, because you can get an apartment, but shopping for one is another task. Because you go out there and get something that you can't afford and then you get an eviction on your name. Uh-oh. What
Yeah.
happened?
Now you didn't hit yourself over the head for the next 4 5 years. You gotta
Exactly.
bounce back off that. Your credit card, you
Exactly.
ruin yourself with a
Yeah.
credit card and you mess your credit up. Now you gotta
Yeah.
balance yourself back out. You set yourself one financial mishap can set you back 5 years.
Mm-hmm. For real, for real. Like it get real out here. So if you got that knowledge, that support, put it out there. And if you want it, put it out there that you want it so somebody can pick you up.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
It's
put the
put to
best for me,
bed for
bro.
me though. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
put
me
to
too.
bed. That was definitely enlightening. That was definitely
Uh-huh.
enlightening.
Y'all, yeah, it was really good to get a different outlook of it, a different way. Like, because when we talked about that before in a different way, but this one was more about how we do it for the youngins for real, and so we can stop being old people working for real.
For real, for real.
So okay, so our last, our last goal is always we always have a curveball, and we have some
Yeah, we
serious, and
got
we
to
have a
gotta
curveball.
throw a curve in there, boy.
Yeah, you got like a one of those. So I threw it, bro. Caught that. So what we talking about? Our last one, bro.
How to tell your partner? I'm gonna elaborate on it. How to tell your partner or your friend, your lover, your loved one, how to tell the
Yeah.
person that you're very close to that they have an odor, or
Mm,
you feel me, that they a little tangy up under here, that they a little, you feel me, a little
roaches.
musty, a little crusty, or that they breath might be hitting. Like, how do you tell somebody that you care about that they need to
mm.
that they need to check their hygiene? You feel me?
Ah, shoot. Okay, let me stop laughing about it. I think it was the way you said. Okay, so yeah. How do you tell them? I feel like I go into it first. How you tell them? You be honest sometimes. Depending on the situation, bro, for real. Because as a woman like me in my age, I like it's a little musk smell that men have. It's not a stinky smell. It's a musk smell, like a hard working type of smell. Now those
Yeah.
so that one's okay. Now, if you out here smelling like onions and cousin Subway, I mean cousin subs, if you from the mill, you know what that is.
You gotta be
um,
from Milwaukee to know what
yeah, I
cousins
say if
is.
you from the mill, you know what that is, like cousin
Yeah.
subs and onions and shit like that, funyuns. Then you need to wash your ass. And then also
And do
like I
both.
think I think like being honest, if you get at the relationship with that person, if y'all got that, be honest, girl. Listen, today I smelled a little something. Me, bitch. Yes. I mean, I smelled a little something, and let them figure that out what that is. But sometimes you gotta put them subtle like hints out there. Be honest. If it's my partner, I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't want to smell. I can't smell you every day.
Nah,
It's
nigga, we
gonna get
sleep
to me.
together. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's gonna
shop
get to me.
together. It's like, no, I ain't about to smell that all day, every day. So I'm gonna definitely be honest with my partner. Friends is a little different. I might do subtle hints. Because I've had that situation before. I had a funky ass friend, and I mean funky. And I ain't
Okay,
playing, man. She
great.
was funny. And I ain't say shit because we ain't that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I would have said that, we would have been fighting, and I ain't want to do all that. Like she wasn't ready to hear it either.
Yeah, yeah.
So I ain't say nothing. I feel like my mom always taught her girls, you smell yourself first. So if you in that damn restroom, bathroom, changing, whatever, and you smell a little hint, because honestly, let's be real, it don't mean something wrong with you. Because women, we get sometimes you can get a scent from just using the wrong soap, a
Mm,
towel, rubbing too hard, certain fragrances, like things like that. You can get it. Something can happen. You can get certain things. It's just our bodies are sensitive, so that can
yeah,
happen. It doesn't mean you nasty. It just means you gotta take care of it. So if you smell it, do something about it
yeah.
because sometimes anybody gonna say nothing to you and then you just walking around being a funky friend.
Oh yeah, damn.
Ain't nobody
You
want,
don't want to
what
be
I'm saying?
funky, bro.
You don't want to
You
be the
don't want
funky
to be.
friend because
Trust me, everybody else in the friend circle definitely talk about you behind your
they
back.
are. They are.
Definitely.
Like, and that's just what it is. Like, you don't want to be that person. I didn't say anything because I was like, look, she ain't ready for this, and we gonna be out here boxing. And she been like this the whole year. I knew her, so what's the point of saying that now? So I left it alone. Hey, when I feel like you got a man, she goes to the bathroom every day. If you don't smell it, I ain't saying shit. I'm gonna still some subtle hunts though. Like, girl, you want the spray? It smell good. Spray it. Something
No,
like that.
facts.
But like, nah, it's sensitive when it comes to friendships. But my man, hell yeah, nigga, listen. You need to do a little extra washing today. Why I say, yeah, you a little funky. That's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I
it's
ain't
put
gonna
to bed
lie.
for me.
I give everybody the same courtesy though. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
you do. And I was like,
Yeah,
it's put to bed for me.
friends, homies. You my partner. You my girl. Like I feel like I feel like it's too. It's certain like it's a funny subject. It's funny
It
to
is, but
in
it's
certain like
serious.
like most people make jokes to talk about you about, but in a real and to be being just adult and being
Yeah,
being like all the way thorough about it and all the way
right.
100 about it. Like I done had a homie who breakfast stinking, and and we can make jokes, we can rib each other, we can jones each other, all
Yeah.
of that type of stuff all day. But we're like in a real setting because I care about you and you my homie, and I don't want you walking in nobody else's face and they
Hmm.
smelling you,
Hmm.
and then they talking shit about you and making jokes out of you. I don't want you to be the butt of no joke, pun
Right.
intended. But I don't want you to be the butt of no joke because your breath stink or because your ass stink. Like I'm gonna put. I feel like there's two ways to handle it. For
Yeah.
one, don't say it out
Agree.
of anger. When you in
Yeah.
the middle of an argument or you angry at this person or rather be your partner, you like, oh, that's why your nuts be stinking, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why your pussy be stinking. Like, it don't hit the same. That you offending them, and even if it's true, you shouldn't say it out of anger.
No, you should
I ain't gonna
not.
say I haven't. I've been victim of doing that to somebody before, but at the same time, it was like it's something that I really. It wasn't like I didn't feel like that. I did feel like that, but I said it in the wrong
You
time. I said it out
regretted
of
it.
emotion,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't say it out of emotion. I should say it out of love and out of care for you, and let you know, like,
Hmm.
look, like you should probably
Yeah.
switch soaps, or you should probably add an extra shower into your regimen a day
Yeah.
and bathe at night and bathe in the morning, like, or it's something. And then like to handle it seriously. Don't say it out of joke. If you seriously
No.
want them to change that, don't say it as a joke and don't say it out of anger.
Mhm.
Just be
Yeah.
100 and then
Yeah.
pull them to the side. Don't say it in front of a bunch of people. Like when I told my homie, like I pulled him to the side, like bro, like I ain't gonna lie, like motherfucker be joking and talking shit about your breath,
Mm-hmm.
like or your
Mm.
breath really do be hitting.
So
Like
that's
I
how
know
you
you brush your
presented
teeth.
it.
Yeah, I know you brush your teeth. I see you brush your teeth. But
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, are you brushing your tongue? Are you flossing? And motherfucker be like, damn, no, I don't floss every day. Like, bro, yeah, you should be flossing
Hmm.
at night and in the morning. And you
Right.
brush your tongue every night, brush your tongue every morning. Like, it's a real way of dealing with that to let a
Yeah.
person know, like, because if you take it as a joke, they gonna take it as a joke. Or
Yeah.
if you
They
take it
are.
out of anger, they gonna think you only saying that because you're mad at them. If you really want to
Hmm.
see the positive change in this person and want the better for them, like on some real shit, like pull them to the side and tell them, like, look,
Yeah.
this is where it is, and these are some things you could probably do to fix it, type shit. Because, like you said,
Right.
I'm the first person to smell me. If I smell me, I know somebody else gonna smell me. And if I know
Exactly.
that you smell you, like people be wicked. Like I done seen people be
Yes.
wicked. Like damn, how you don't
Vicky.
smell your breath, bro? How you don't know your shit hitting? How you don't know you musty? How you don't know you got a
How you know
scent?
you got a little older?
Yeah, because I know out the slightest, and like you said, I
Me
get a
too.
musk. I don't
Me
get like
too.
funky. I ain't never smell myself. And I'm a personal trainer. I work out crazy. I be out there in the sun hard, going
Right.
crazy, sweating.
Some people
I
extra
don't get
sweat
like
too, though.
butt funky. I don't get like that. Even when I'm
Yeah.
sweating, I might get a musk about me, or I might get a
I
little
said,
tangy.
yep, a little
But I
tangy.
don't get like that. I don't let myself get out of hand like that. Like it's you wicked out here. Like and when I do, I smell it. I smell myself.
I'll
So I
stop.
know that y'all smelling y'all self. You
I'll stop.
if you smell you, trust me, we all smell you, fool. It ain't just like
Exactly.
you just think you getting away with something. You like, oh damn, I'm a little tangy. I'm cool though. No, nigga.
No.
If you smell that little tangy, we smell it too.
That's listen,
Every
how you
time you
gonna
wave, nigga, I smell it. Every time you got there. That was
pound it?
but I feel like
Pound.
handle that. Talk to your people, pull them to the side. Don't embarrass them. Don't
Yeah.
make it a
Don't
public issue.
embarrass
Like
them.
really pull them to the side and get them together. Like I do that with friends. I do that with family. I'm
Hmm.
gonna do that with anybody that if I can. Now if I don't care about you, I'm just gonna rib you. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
jokes about you, and you're gonna be a butt of a joke,
So,
and you're gonna be funky friend. I'm gonna get on your
and
ass.
I mean, you don't, I mean, you look funky friend. There's a
But if I
title to
care
come with
about you,
it.
like if you care about your people and you don't want to smell their
Yeah.
breath, you don't want to smell them, like those are just some things that I would say. Don't say it out of anger. Don't say it out
Yeah.
of funniness. And pull them to the side one on one
Hmm.
and get them that critique that they need, and then get them ways that they can fix it. Maybe you should
Yeah.
floss. Maybe you should hit that tongue. Maybe you should use a different deodorant. That deodorant ain't
Right.
strong enough. Or maybe you should use some different scents or use a different
Yeah.
soap, or add an extra shower into your regimen, or just
Because
handle
they're
it
right
handle it
different.
lightly and handle it delicately, like you would want
Hmm.
somebody to handle you if you was funky friend.
Right. Because let's be real, everybody different. Everybody bodies is different. Some
Everybody
people
body's
sweat
different.
more. Some people don't sweat at all. So, and some people have like what's called overstimulating glands,
Overactive sweat glands. Yeah,
overactive
some people got
glands.
overactive sweat
Yeah.
glands.
So then they can get an odor because their glands are overworking. So they could get sweaty more and musty more. So those type of things do happen.
Yeah.
And like you said, that friend in particular, that would have been a situation because I know that personality. I'll do a vibe check first,
Oh yeah,
like
you got to.
and then if we got that kind of relationship, absolutely pull them to the side and let them know because you don't want them to be the butt of the jokes. You don't want to be.
No,
You wouldn't
facts.
want to
You don't
be.
want to be. Facts.
So like when I go in my car and I see something on my nose or my face, I'm like, dude, I've been talking about 6, 7 people today. Nobody said shit.
Yeah, I hate that. I be like, damn, ain't nobody tell me I had a whole booger in my nose or I got a whole crust on
Yeah,
my lip, or like,
little
damn,
crust or something.
and you talking
Nobody
to me.
says
I
nothing.
don't. I can't even. I tell people like, if y'all
I
see
do
it, I'm
too.
like, hey, you got a little.
I do
You
too.
feel me?
Yep.
We didn't got
I
to
do
eat, get through eating you for you. Well, hold on, for you still got a little lunch on you. You still got a little lunch right here. You got a little.
Look, I do the same thing, bro. I'm like, hey, if it's my girl, get that right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. But I went to the car and then I'm like, "Dog, I got crushed on my motherfucking nose." Ain't nobody said nothing. Talked to some kids and everybody. I'm like, dude, how long have I had it there? You know what I'm saying? You get
Nah, for
questions
real.
now. So like just be mindful. If you see people in embarrassing situations, be
Let
mindful,
them
pull them
know,
to the
man. Be
side.
courteous and yeah, be courteous.
Yeah.
Look out for your people, man. Look out for
Look out for them, pull
why
them to
you
the
would want
side.
somebody to do that for you. Yeah, for real.
Exactly. And then pull them to the side and say it in a delicate way.
For real. Because if
And
you
give
catch me with my
examples like
breath
bro
stinking, if
said.
you catch me funky or my breath, man, put me to the side and let me know. Hey, fool, this
That
ain't it.
part.
Because I be
That part.
talking to people, I be smiling, I be in people, I might be in your face. I ain't trying to be out here like that.
Exactly. Like I don't want to be yeah. And then they be like, damn, as soon as you walk away, no. Let me know.
Let me know.
If you love me, let me know.
Yeah, if you love me, let me know. I stay. Anybody that know me know I stay smelling good. I ain't with the. I ain't with
Listen,
being funky friend. I'm
nah.
I'm fresh friend.
I'm
I'm damn.
fresh
What's that you
friend.
wearing, friend? You feel me? I want to be that friend. Damn, what's
I'm
that
a
you
couple
wearing? Damn, I
showers.
smell him. He smell. I
Yeah,
want it to linger. I want it when you smell it on somebody else, it automatically remind you of me. Like
exactly.
I'm that person.
Exactly. I think somebody told me the other day, I said, my breath smell like coffee. No, it smell like flowers. I'm like, flowers? What the fuck? Thank you. But I'm like, I don't know how it smell like no damn flowers. But like those type of things. If you see it, let me know for real. Even the
Nah, for
crust.
real.
The crust. Let me know, y'all. Damn.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
that puts the
it's
bed for
all puts to
me.
bed for me, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
So for those out there, subscribe, share, subscribe, and just put it out there. Let people know, like, hey, because I've got some messages from my people. Like I see you, I'm like, oh, feel special a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
nah, for
And we
real, for
doing
real.
something been wanting to do for some years. Like we just put it together now. So we've been planning this for some minute individually, and also when we just start collabing, like, okay, we could do this. So it's been in the works. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's a good moment.
So don't
But
be
yeah,
afraid to drop them comments, man. Let us know how y'all feel. Like we
yeah,
said, give us more ideas on topics that y'all want to see us discuss. Give us y'all opinions and y'all thoughts on the topics that we do discuss. You know, yeah,
yeah,
feel free. It's an open platform. Like we're gonna
it
get to the point
is.
where we start going live and start getting opening more up to our audience. But the way that y'all connect with us, man, is comment. Let us know how y'all
Yes,
feel. Let us know what y'all think about it.
absolutely. And we love everything and everybody who's been supporting, sharing,
Facts,
looking, liking. We love it. We appreciate you and we see it. So we love y'all. Yeah.
facts.
Oh, hearts, right? Okay, so yeah, if it's serving you no purpose, bro, in your life, everybody, if it's serving you no purpose, let it go. And I'm always saying, if you fall, get back up, dust yourself off, and try it again. Like Aaliyah said,
Yep. And rest your eyes, but don't rest your mind, don't rest your spirit, don't rest your ambition, man.
absolutely.
Love though,
All
blood.
right, all right, Diamond G out. All right, love you, bro.
Be in there, Billy go out. Love, blood.
Hey.